Today, we're looking back at some mothers and teenagers who fell into the life of prostitution. Some of them denied how they made a living, but others owned it with no shame. Up first is Ty. She admitted she was a prostitute, but denied ever doing it in front of her 3-year-old daughter. But what made matters worse was that she was accused of posting images of her daughter on a prostitution site. Here's her story.
Ty is my ex, and we have a 4-year-old daughter together. Ty is making my life miserable. Won't allow me to see my daughter, be a father to my daughter.
Corey have called the police, CPS on me every 3 to 6 months. He accused me of pimping my 3-year-old daughter. He accused me of prostituting in front of my daughter. He accused me of doing drugs in front of my daughter. Then he accused me of kidnapping her. And I sure did. I kidnapped her right back out of his hands, snatched her back because he ain't seen her in 3 to 6 months, and my baby was wanting me. So yes, I did snatch her back.
When it comes to Ty, she just be making up stuff. Ty has accused me of offering to pimp out my daughter. Ty has also accused me that I have sex in front of my daughter. She accused me of being a child molester. Ty said I pimped her out when she was a teenager.
When I first met Corey, I was 18. When he first got out of prison, he had told me he was getting out from pimping and pandering. The next few days, he came and got me, and after that, I've been his prostitute. It's been days where I didn't want to go. He didn't care. So I got up, I did it, but the day that he made me try to prostitute when I was pregnant, I took the bus and I went home.
Ty says that I seen pictures of my daughter on a prostitution site and said I called the cops.
He accused me of letting me post her on prostitution sites.
Accusing me of calling CPS, the cops.
He accused me of leaving my daughter around pedophiles and felons. I abandoned her, abused her, whooped her. He accused me on my daughter's 2nd birthday that me and my family jumped him at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, who does that?
These accusations really is just coming from someone that's bitter, young woman that's bitter. I think she's making up these accusations to hurt me, you know.
I got pregnant and we tried to do the little family thing, but he just didn't want to grow up.
I don't think she's a mom yet. I don't think she don't understand what being a mother is. And she also says I'm an absentee father, deadbeat.
Corey's an absent dad. He just chooses when he wants to be a father. Corey don't even know his daughter's age. He thinks she's 4 and she's really 3. Know how to speak Spanish. She goes to school. She loves to swim. She just a mommy's girl. Like, I don't feel like our child is safe with him because the lifestyle that he chooses to do. Living out of cars, living out of hotels.
I love my daughter with all my heart. So I wouldn't never put her in no type of situations like that. I would never harm her.
I tell Corey all the time, like, I want you to be a father. I don't want to take that father right. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a man. I can't show her how a man's supposed to love her. I'm more upset because, like, I'm not here to make him look bad. But it seemed like he's always here to make me look bad.
I know Taisha puts my daughters in dangerous situations. I done seen it. If Ty fails about her posting and pimping out my daughter, I want full custody of my daughter. And I don't want her to ever see my daughter again.
Steve, he's lying. He wants me to look the bad person when he's really the bad person.
He's a bad person.
He's a bad person.
Now, what's this about you allegedly putting your 3-year-old's picture on a prostitution site?
He accused me of doing it, but I would never, Steve. I'd rather sell my ass than sell my daughter's ass. I would never post her. I would never put her in harm. Like, so for him to say that is kind of like, you're sick.
The police showed up at your door about this?
Yeah, 2 cops came. They talked to me and my family, and they were saying that Corey accused me of posting my daughter.
And did anything come of this when the police visited?
No, they just wanted to see her. They wanted to make sure she wasn't
okay.
Abused or wasn't in
And
harm
they determined
way.
she wasn't?
No, because when she came, she was smiling, she was happy, she was jumping. just being a kid.
Are you aware of someone else doing this?
No,
No. Why do you think Corey called the police on you?
because I feel like he wants me back, but
You don't want him back. Do you prostitute in front of your daughter?
hell no. No, I would never. What I do on my free time is what I do on my free time. When I'm being a mom, that's when I'm being a mom.
Did Corey offer to pimp out your daughter?
What he said was if our daughter chose to be a prostitute, that he would be the pimp.
And you want this guy involved in your daughter's life? I would say build the wall right now. Because Corey pimped you out when you were a teenager, right?
On my 18th birthday,
18th birthday.
I was lost at a point of time,
Yeah.
and I honestly didn't think my family loved me. So I did go to an older guy for that closure, but then it got hard with him. So,
You mean him as in Corey?
yeah,
Yeah,
it got hard.
yeah. So you meet him, he comes out of prison for doing basically what he did with you.
Yeah. And
And you were vulnerable and you did what he asked you to do.
I loved him. I'm not gonna lie. I was freshly 18. That was my little first boyfriend. And I honestly loved him. So, yeah.
He wanted to prostitute you while you were pregnant with your daughter.
Yeah.
And that's when you said, I'm out.
That's when I was like, you know what? Find someone else to do it.
And you got on a bus and you
I
went
got
back
on the
home.
bus, took 2 buses home.
I'm just curious, when is the last time you took money for sex?
Saturday.
This past Saturday? And listen, is that what you do to provide for you and your
No,
daughter?
I have multiple jobs.
Okay. So this is what for you?
If I see somebody peeking, they got the right money, I'm gonna do it. You're sitting here lying. No.
Why you lying?
Lying about
you
what?
You know I care about my daughter.
You don't.
Would never
When?
put her in
3,
no
6
bad
months?
situation.
A year?
No,
Which one?
nothing.
Which one is
Because
it?
you took her from me.
I
You
took
won't
her
allow,
from you.
You
You're
would
willing
not
to
allow
come
her
to the
to
Steve
be a
Wilkos
good.
show, but you're not willing to come to court. How does that make you look? How does that make you look?
Todd,
We came to court 3 times and you never came now one time.
Taisha, you never went to court.
I did it?
Every time I have my
Oh
daughter,
my God.
you tried to
It's so
have
crazy
people
because
follow
national
me,
TV
try to jump me,
and Facebook
shoot
is
at
going
me,
to show
rob
you that
me,
you're
do
lying.
dumb stuff while I have
Why
your
would
daughter
I
in
do
my
that?
possession.
Why would I do that?
Well, why wouldn't you let your daughter have a relationship with her father?
Because you're a monster.
Then, okay, well,
That's why.
well, today's gonna prove that if I'm a monster or
maybe
not.
if you get some cool points from Steve on how to be a father, I'll let you come see her.
I don't need to have
You
any
do.
cool points
You
for
do.
anybody.
You do.
No, I
you
don't.
really do. You're sick in the head, yeah.
Taisha, my daughter not
I
safe
know.
with you and your family, whoever you have
Hey,
over there.
But guess what?
And
How
my
many
daughter
times
needs to be
TPS
with
let
me.
her stay with me? How many times?
My daughter needs to be with
Okay.
me.
Did you call the police on her and report that she was pimping out her daughter?
I have no knowledge of that, never.
Oh, wow.
So you never called the police on her?
For what?
For anything?
I have called the police when I had my daughter in my possession, when I
Oh
did not
my
want to
God.
give my daughter back,
Oh my
when
God.
I found out my daughter had
Oh my God.
sexual things that I didn't like, so I called TPS and
What
called the
sexual
police.
things?
Oh, so you did.
Hold
so
on, let
you
him-
did.
hold on, let him-
okay,
let him
but you
answer.
did it though.
My
Hold on.
daughter.
But you did it
What
though.
happened?
When I
Why
picked
did you
her
call
up,
the police?
when I picked up my daughter from her, my daughter had
Y'all
no
see this
socks
act?
on, no shoes on, and she had discharge in her underwear. So what I had to do is call CPS
Steve.
and call the police.
Did you take your daughter
To the doctor?
Correct. Yes, I did. It's
So
documented.
where's the doctor report
You
at?
wasn't there.
Where's the
It's
doctor report
documented.
at?
I'm gonna,
You're lying.
documented.
You're goofy.
when you took her to the doctor, what did the doctor say about the discharge?
The doctor told me this. They said, because she is 2 years old, it's not, she said, I don't think you want to put her through that trauma because it's 2, because you'll have to do a whole type of kit. And as a father, I had to make the decision. And
Well,
you
if
know
you
what?
say that you suspect your daughter being sexually assaulted or molested, they have a legal obligation to do it. And we asked you, did you claim that Ty prostituted your daughter? You answered no. Did you claim that Ty took pictures of your daughter and posted them on an escort site? You answered no. Did you ever say that Ty prostitutes in front of your daughter? You answered no. Did you ever say that Ty does drugs in front of your daughter? You answered no. To that first part of the test, all the results came back the same, and they came back that Corey told the truth. We go on to ask Corey,
You didn't want to answer the real question.
did you ever say you would pimp out your daughter? He answered no. Have you ever had sexual intercourse in front of your daughter? He answered no. Have you ever touched your daughter for your own sexual gratification? He answered no. Results came back all the same to those three questions, and it came back that Corey told the truth. Have you ever prostituted your own daughter? Same thing, we broke your test up in two parts. Have you ever prostituted your own daughter? You answered no. Have you ever posted pictures of your daughter on any escort or child porn site? You answered no. Do you have knowledge of anyone who has posted pictures of your daughter on any escort or child porn site? You answered no. Are you making up the story that Corey called CPS on you for posting your daughter's picture on an escort site? You answered no. The results came back that they came back all the same, and it came back that you told the truth. Have you ever done drugs in front of your daughter? And you answered yes. You admit to doing cocaine and marijuana in front of her.
What the? Why you didn't call me so I can get her so you can do all that on your own, son?
Because you was out there pimping. I'm over this.
I'm going to ask you.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, we got one more question. Have you ever prostituted in
Chill
front?
out.
Have you ever prostituted in front of your daughter? You answered no, and the result for that is you did not tell the truth.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Mad. I'm not mad at you guys. I'm mad at the result. But I'm trying to figure out. Never.
Can we ask Steve that?
He can ask me whatever, but I'm not going back in there.
You want me to go out there? It's cold out though, yeah? Calm down.
Steve.
Okay.
Steve, I want to know.
First of all, I want to say thank you for coming back.
Of course, because I want to clear my name. I want to know, do y'all mean, have she ever seen me in heels? Have she ever seen me in lingerie? If I'm coming in at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm ready to get her ready for school, do that what y'all mean? Because she never, ever seen me prostitute.
Okay.
And
Listen.
that's on my grandma.
Okay. Listen.
Never.
Listen, you did a lot of things you passed on this test. You passed a lot of them.
No,
okay?
I didn't pass the
Listen.
fact, have I ever prostituted in front of my daughter?
No, you failed that.
That's what I'm mad about.
And you confessed to doing drugs in front of your daughter.
Steve.
Okay, so even the drugs
From
thing. Slow
now-
down. Listen to me. Listen to me. Remember what I said earlier about, you know, I hope you get out of still doing what you're doing because it leads to bad things, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And look,
So yeah.
I came here
that's
and he's
part of
gonna
it, too.
use this against me and he ain't
I'm
never
not
seen my
using
daughter in
anything
3
against you.
years.
I don't think.
He's gonna call CPS
No,
on me.
I'm not.
Steve, I didn't took drug tests from CPS. I did all that. What I
Nobody-
decide
we
to
don't-
do,
listen.
I'm grown. I'm 24 years old. If I decide to sell ass, that's on me. He shouldn't get mad. You shouldn't get mad. The audience shouldn't get mad.
What did I say?
That's my choice.
Okay. Well, what I'm
Shut
saying.
up talking to me.
Okay.
Shut up talking to me.
Listen.
Nobody's getting
Shut
mad.
up talking to
Okay,
me.
stop.
Shut up.
You brought me here.
Goofy.
Okay.
You lucky.
You brought me here.
You have to live your life as a man, as a father, so that your daughter doesn't go down this way, where a woman ends up being exploited.
I
That they
understand
end
that.
up making bad decisions. I don't think she's a terrible woman, but she is making mistakes. And if those mistakes continue, you get in the danger of both of you losing your daughter.
I understand that.
I hope you the best. I hope you're a good father. I hope you'll be involved in life. And I hope that of getting on her ass and trying to make life hard for her, that you help her, that she can be a good mother to your daughter also. Listen, you got to go home and be a mom, like I have to be a dad. You know, you just try to live your life the best you can. And you make decisions so you don't get put in a jackpot, so you don't, like CPS showing up at your door, so they don't take your kid away. That's all you got to do in life. Try to be a good mom. Come on, it's going to be all right, okay? All right. Come on. In this next story, Gwendolyn admitted that she had prostituted in front of her 2-year-old son and even had him in her arms when she was pushed through a window. Whoa. But her mother, Dominique, was desperate to turn her daughter's life around for the sake of her young grandson. Watch this.
My sister is very ignorant, rude, stupid. She's a thief, a disgusting human being. She smoked drugs and she's a prostitute. She tried to sit here and say she's not, but I've seen her own ads myself on Backpage. Then she got my nephew following behind her, and she's a bad mama. She don't take care of him. She done left the dang on baby in the hotel room while she prostitutes. She'll leave for hours. She didn't come back till 12-something at night and left her child. She left for almost 3 weeks and went to New York. Didn't send her child nothing, didn't leave her child with nothing, was just up and gone. Didn't even check on him barely. My nephew was born 5 months premature. The reason he was born like that, because my sister will not stop smoking drugs. Now, she's not even taking care of him. One day I went to go pick my nephew up and she put him in a car seat full of roaches. You don't put nobody, I wouldn't even put my dog in that car seat. I pick him up, his diapers is all dirty. He had a rash down to the white meat. He had sores all over his private area. He couldn't even keep a diaper on because it hurted him so bad. She smoked drugs around him. She has him in hotel rooms with men. One day I went to go pick him up, Lord, and she was nowhere to be found. She was in another room with somebody else, didn't even barely want to open the door. No telling what that baby has seen her do in front of him.
How many times have I tried to save you? How many times have I said, please come home? Please, Gwendolyn. Please, Gwendolyn. Please, Gwendolyn.
Why do you prostitute yourself?
I prostituted when I was 15, running away. So every time I ran away, I'll get sent back home. But when that happened with her boyfriend, I made it for sure that, I'm sorry.
Tell me what happened.
That he touched me. He touched me. And yeah, I didn't tell her because she wasn't around. I was at house.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I told.
That is not
yes,
true.
I told. Yes,
You
it was.
lied with me.
Yes, it was.
Conversations we had in the living room with this man.
You stayed with this man. Well, after.
It sounds like she's in a bad way with prostituting, doing drugs, and putting the little boy in really dangerous situations. You're here today because you want to get the little boy away from her?
Yes,
Okay.
very much so. I want my nephew.
And what about your sister?
I'm willing to help my sister, but as she said, she doesn't want to deal with me. But the fact of the matter, until she takes responsibility and she wants to help herself, I can't help her.
Okay. Gwendolyn came here when we gave her a lie detector test, and we asked her, have you done drugs in front of your son? She said yes. She confessed. Have you ever prostituted with your son in the same room? She said yes. She told me that
That's
on stage.
So sad.
She confessed.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible when you don't help. So shut up.
Don't help. I have sacrificed so much.
Always help.
Wipes,
Always
diapers,
help. My mama
milk.
helped.
No, when mama didn't have it, who was it? Me. So don't
Mama
forget
always
that.
had
But
it
at the
for
end of the
me.
day, when you don't
Okay.
got, I got it.
Right.
So that's fine.
Right.
Did your mother's ex-boyfriend have sexual contact with you with your permission? She said no. And to that question, Gwendolyn, you did not tell the truth.
Exactly, a liar. Can't believe nothing you say. Boom.
But it's all right.
Hold
But
on,
it's all right.
hold on.
That's all.
Okay, hold on. And the point I was
That's all
making,
right.
I don't know how mad you can get at her
I'm not mad at her.
because she was 15 at the time. And a child, whether they're saying yes, an adult is supposed to say no. So I can't blame the child, even if the child is saying yes and she's willingly giving sex, as you know, no adult person should be having sex with the child. So that's wrong. So even though she failed for that, who cares? The man, whoever that man was, he's the one that's wrong. From what I'm hearing in this story, you're somewhere other than by your mother, right?
Right.
Prostituting?
Right.
Okay. And I don't know your situation. Would you be willing to take your daughter and your grandson in? Is that possible?
Only with the notion of her taking responsibility. I live alone. I'm a single parent. I can't not go to work and think about someone in and out of my home.
I totally understand that. What are you willing to do to, I mean, you don't want to be a prostitute, do you? No. You want a better situation for your son, right?
Right.
And if you don't stop, your son's going to get taken away.
Right.
That's just a matter of time. We need to get you back home to your mother, get your son with your mother, you with your mother, and stop this so nothing happens to your son and nothing happens to you. Are you willing to do that?
Yes.
You're willing to go home to your mom, and you're going to bring your son. You're going to do your best to stop prostituting, right?
Right.
And like I said, we're going to get you help. We're going to help you
Thank
out,
you
get
so
this
much.
so we can make this happen.
Yes.
You know, whatever we need to pay for her to get home to you,
Yes.
we'll make sure that happens. And you're willing to do that.
Yes.
All right. And, Angela came to my show because she didn't know who the father of her baby was. Jerry said he wanted to be the dad, but the other potential father, Romel, said Angela was a prostitute and he did not want to be the father. Check this out. At any time before you found out you were pregnant, after you found out you were pregnant, the 9 months you were pregnant, did you ever tell Jerry that he was the father?
I told him that he could be the father.
You told him he could be the father.
Okay, so why are you...
But
so,
you told him...
So why you didn't want me to be on the show?
Because you said you didn't want to come to the show.
All right, Angela, now you're lying. Now you're lying. You begged me not to come to this show. You begged me not to come to this show.
I did not beg you to come to this show, you're
please
lying.
don't come to the show. Please don't talk to them people. Don't come to the show. Ain't that what you told me? Now I'm here, now it's a different story.
Because I didn't want you to come here because I know she don't look like you.
Now it's a different
She
story.
don't look like you. She don't look nothing like you, Jerry. She don't look nothing like you. She
It's
looks
a different
like
story
Romel.
now, right? It's a different story, right?
You know what?
And how you want to be with somebody that don't even want to be with...
I don't want to be.
This running around town telling everybody you're a prostitute.
But I ain't no prostitute,
and you
so
don't
I'm not
want
worried
nothing
about
to do
it.
with you or your kid.
I'm not no prostitute, so I'm not worried
what
about
kind of stuff
nothing.
is
I'm
that?
not.
What kind of stuff is that?
Jerry,
Come on,
Jerry,
man. Come on.
do you love her?
Yeah, I love her. This is the mother of my kids. Why wouldn't I love her? You know what I'm
Who do you believe is the father of your child?
Romel.
Romel. And why do you say that?
Because she looks just like him.
You don't
Okay.
know. You
Is
just want
there a chance-
Romel to
is
be
there-
your father.
is there a chance that Jerry is
the father
the
of
father?
your baby because you want to be with him.
No, I don't
That's
want to
what
be
you
with
want.
him.
That's what you want.
No, I don't want to be
Jerry,
with him.
Jerry,
No, I
can
don't.
take it over from here?
That's why this house.
Do you don't want to be with Romel?
No, I don't.
Do you want to be with Jerry at all?
I love Jerry. That's the kid's father. Yeah, I'll be with him.
Oh, you want
He
to be
already
with
know-
him?
You want to be with.
He already knows that.
You want
He
to be.
says that though.
We talk
once-
every day, all day long on the phone. I
Okay.
talked to him till I fell asleep last night.
Okay. He says that after you have a child, that you're kind of a, wild spirit. You go out and you do your own thing. You sleep with other guys.
I slept with Romel, not other guys. Stop.
No, don't touch me. Don't
look.
touch me. You's a. What up,
Stop.
You's a hoe.
Why is you lying
Man,
to everybody?
straight
I
up.
don't
Lying
get
to
it.
everybody
Straight up,
about
man.
what?
What? I mean, first of all, you saying it's my baby.
Look, can
The
you put
baby,
picture back
the
up there,
baby that was
please?
born three
Put the picture
months
back
to
up
2.5
there.
months earlier. How can you tell what the baby?
Look at that. Look at your face, Romel.
How could
Look
you-
at her.
I know how it is to grow up without a father. You know how it is to grow up with without a father. So why would you do this to this baby? What did she do? What did she do? Nothing.
Romel, you took a DNA test, and the results of that test are you're not the father.
What I tell you? What I tell you?
Wow. Wow. Are you for real?
Any chance that anybody else is the father?
No.
Wow. You're
Well-
lying. You're lying.
Why?
Wow, man.
I mean, with that reaction,
For real,
expression on your
Angela?
face, why wouldn't you just say yeah?
For real?
Yes, there could be one more possibility, but I don't believe that that's the father either.
Wow.
Hopefully,
Hopefully I'm the father, so this
right,
daughter can have,
right.
so this little
Let's
girl
hope
can
this
have a father
DNA
in
test
her life.
clears it all up, right? All right.
Yeah.
Jerry, you are the father.
Yeah. So don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hey, don't touch me, Angela. You was finna keep this. You was finna keep this from me. No, man. Don't touch me, man. Don't touch me, dude. So you was finna really keep this from me for 18 years. So for 18 years, you was gonna keep telling me that wasn't my daughter.
Because I
For
didn't
real?
think she was yours, Jerry. I was
Wow,
sleeping
man.
with him for how long? How long was I sleeping with him for, Jerry? How long? Let me know. Stop looking at me.
Stop pushing on
That's
me.
my baby daddy. What do you mean?
Stop pushing on me. Wow, for real? So you was just gonna keep running around town saying it was Romel baby. So what if I
'Cause
didn't?
I did not know.
Hold on. So what if I didn't come to this show and you would have came back home? What you would have told me?
I would have told you he wanted to follow us to go down to the courthouse. That's what I would have said.
All right, man. Wow. But it's cool, man. It's cool. Come here. I just want to go home and get my daughter, man.
Okay.
I just want to go get my baby. I only hold my daughter one time. I just want to go home and get my baby. That's it. That's all I want. I'm ready to go. Wow.
You know, you have a little human being that's a little girl at, somewhere, and you're the mother, okay? You brought her into the world. And then you start running around with Romel and some other guy, and there's no commitment to the family. You're not there. He's got the kids. You're thinking that this guy's the father. You didn't even want him to come. I mean, just bad decisions all around. No common sense whatsoever. And I'm scared for these kids, quite frankly. Jerry, you seem like a decent guy. Hold on. You seem like a decent guy, but you put up with her though, too.
Yeah.
And you know what? You keep taking her back and you love her, and then she's gonna run around the streets and get pregnant by somebody else.
That's because Jerry don't know how to treat nobody, though. It's not because he's not a good guy, he's not a good dad, because Jerry can't watch his mouth. That's why.
The biggest piece of advice I'll give to you, stop having kids. Stop having kids. If you or someone you know is prostituting or escorting and need my help, please call me at 1-888-STEVE07. Thanks for watching.